Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, after having our discussion on which all are the combinations which give rise towards major shift and transformation in your professional life, like which all are the transit and dasha combination which can make someone witness major shift or U-turn in the professional life. So we already have had our discussion on that in the last video, where we also blended that in the year 2025 which all rising sign can witness or can stand a chance for major shift in their professional life. So in that video I was receiving many inquiries where people wanted me to talk about the divisional chart as well, regarding the D10 chart as well. So I just thought in a short video we can cover that aspect as well. So guys, to begin with, a couple of things which I want to make it very clear is that never ever be in this impression that if you open up the divisional chart then you can override the promise of the main ascendant chart. Whatever is the promise in the main ascendant chart, that cannot be omitted, that cannot be removed. Once you open up these divisional chart, beyond any doubt you get to know the reverberating energy working behind the scene. And just because in today's modern day and age where there is a lot of the diversity, there is provision to involve and be a part of multiple kind of fields and all. So working with these kind of divisional chart adds a depth to your analysis. It gives you, it supplements you with more information, but again the promise which comes from the main ascendant chart cannot be removed. Now comes the question guys, that which all information we get from the D10 chart or the Dasamsa chart. So to begin with guys, the beauty of this chart is that this will give you a encapsulated information regarding what kind of impact your actions will create in the world. Now be very clear with this thing, that even if you are born in a very influential kind of family, so whatever you are getting as a birthright, as a ancestral kind of rights and all, that will not get very strongly marked in the D10 chart. But what you are doing or creating with your actions, that will get very strongly reflected in the D10 chart. Like the way guys, many of the Vedic astrologers who are very spiritually oriented, they also see the D10 chart even to predict someone's lifespan, like age or longevity, because they give this logic that we are born on this planet just to exhaust the account of karma which we have, and D10 chart give this information that when that karma has been exhausted, now your time on this planet is over. So some astrologers also look at the D10 chart for that purpose as well. And like the way guys, I have been saying this thing, when you see the encapsulated summary of the D10 chart, so if you will take up the case of people like we can see Tiger Woods. So beyond any doubt he was famous and recognized for his sport, his expertise in his field, but at the same time the scandal in which he got involved, that also added and get attached to him as a tag, as a part of his own actions, his own deeds. You can take up the case of the Bill Clinton as well. So apart from being a very good politician and one of the president of the United States, his scandal also gave him kind of a reputation. So all those things can be seen from the D10 chart. Whatever you are doing, like the way guys, in one of the podcast on the Ramayana, I saw couple of people debating and talking about it, that especially on the topic of the Vibhishan, what kind of reputation Vibhishan deserves. Even if the demon king Ravan, his two brothers were Kumbhakaran and Vibhishan. Now Vibhishan did the right thing, that he sided with the goodness, with the God, with the Lord Ram, but in a way he betrayed his own brother. And another brother of the Ravan was Kumbhakaran. So irrespective of the fact that knowing that his brother is at fault, he kept on reminding him, but he did not leave his side. So that is what I'm trying to tell you, that when you open up the divisional chart, it gives an encapsulated summary of the kind of stigma, the kind of tag, and how you will be recognized in the society, your status, your reputation, and most importantly, again guys, over here, ascendant chart might also give you those kind of references where you are born in a family which is very controversial, or you have been made a scapegoat, you are a victim of circumstances. Generally, whatever information we get from the D10 chart, your actions, you have in one form or another form responsible for those actions. And now guys, shifting our attention purely from the professional point of view. So like the way I mentioned this thing, that when you open up the D10 chart, it's very diverse. It's the whole summary of your all actions, but specifically those actions which are done for your career objective, your professional goals, that is generally seen from the 10th house of the D10 chart. And also guys, even in the D10 chart, you have to give attention to, in your main ascendant chart, in the main Rashi chart, your moon and nakshatra lord. So if you are born with the moon being in the Sadbisha nakshatra in your birth chart, so Sadbisha ruler becomes the Rahu. Rahu's placement in the D10 chart will become very important. If you are a Aries Lagna in the main Rashi, D1 chart, ascendant chart, the Aries lord becomes the Mars. Mars's placement in the D10 chart will also become very important. And some people say that because if your query is more about the professional rise and all, so even in the D10 chart, you have to individually look the state of the Capricorn sign. You have to individually look the planet Saturn. You have to see the Upachya Bhava, like 3rd house, 6th house, 10th house, 11th house, and you can also look at the Atma Karak and the Amatya Karak. So there are like lot many combination. But guys, in this video, we will be only focusing on the D10 charts 10th house and its lord's placement in the different houses, what kind of information it gives. And along with that guys, if you actually want to know about that, for you to do your duties, perform the task, so which all planetary vibration or force or skill set could help you. So over there, which all planets are placed in the D10 chart? Are they forming some sort of Raj Yoga through the conjunction? Are there any planets which are giving their aspect to the 10th house of the D10 chart? All of that will be very important. And guys, I'm sure that all those people who are practicing astrology for a long span of time, they must be knowing this thing. But those people who are just beginning, so guys, if in your birth chart you have any planet retrograde, any planet combust, when you observe that planet in any of the divisional chart, you always have to see it in the same retrograde. You have to study it in the same retrograde or in the same combust kind of way only. And along with that, like the way planets like Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, they have got additional aspect. So when you study them in different divisional chart, you also calculate their spatial aspect as well. So in a way, Saturn from the 1st house, even in the D10 chart, will give its aspect to the 3rd house, to the 7th house and the 10th house as well. So that means all the Saturnian qualities of this could be hard work, discipline, something to do with the labor and all. So that might also be included or play a role in your professional undertakings as well, because in the D10 chart, Saturn in a way is influencing the 10th house. And along with that guys, when you open up the D10 chart, over there, the combinations which you will find in the 1st house, the sign which is rising over there, the planet which is placed over there, where the 1st lord in the D10 chart has gone, that will beyond any doubt will give you this information to what extent your actions will take you, like the ultimate outcome of your actions, the impact which they will create, to what extent they can take you. Like for example, if in the D10 chart your 1st lord is placed in any of the trine houses, so your actions might inspire the world. If in the D10 chart your 1st lord has gone to the 10th house or the 11th house, so beyond any doubt, fame, success, reputation. If in the D10 chart your 1st lord has gone to the 3rd house, so that means with your own capabilities you will initiate and start many new things in your family tree, in your lineage, in your life. So 1st lord if it has gone to the 8th house, you might do something which is going to be very taboo, something which is going to be very path breaking, ground breaking. You might have that kind of capacity. So this is how you have to make the observation. So okay guys, now we will focus only on the professional undertakings. Okay, so now let's say for example, if in the D10 chart your 10th lord is placed in the first house. So guys, this is generally considered as good, because if 10th lord is placed in the first house, that in itself tells about that those people who tend to have a strong chance for the attainment of position, recognition, and generally we say this thing that whatever wish or desires you have had in your life, you will be able to fulfill them as well, because if the 10th lord has gone to the first house in the D10 chart, it has gone 4 places ahead of it. So like, you know, people who are like in their professional life, like not only they are able to do good for themselves, but those kind of people who also give shelter and employment to others as well. So this is how we generally see the 10th lord's placement in the first house. In a way you can say this thing that in whichever capacity you are going to be in control, in command of your actions. So that generally happens when either you are working on the top management in the job, or you are doing your own work, you are doing your own business. Now guys, let's say for example, if your 10th lord is going to be placed in the second house of the D10 chart. In the D10 chart in itself, the 10th lord is placed in the second house over there. It has gone 5 places ahead of it. So guys, this could be a good combination where all of your actions are going to be dedicated, devoted and targeted towards how much financial return I am getting, how much like remuneration I am getting. So financial part plays an integral role over here. Along with that, being dedicated, devoted to the family, someone who joins the family business, someone who joins the family legacy, someone who adds lot of worth and value and good name to the family lineage and all through this person's action and all. So that can also be attached with this kind of placement of the 10th lord being placed in the second house. Again guys, just because it has gone 5 places ahead of it, so that means through your actions you will create many new things. You will add lot of the worth and value to your family name as well. Now guys, if you will find that the 10th lord has gone to the third house, so guys, this is generally a combination which supports the entrepreneurs and freelance and the self-employed and the you know, artist and the creative people a lot. And along with that guys, this also tells about that you are definitely going to be demonstrating a fighting spirit in your field. Nothing can you know, pull you down, and yes, someone who's going to be you know, a very strong force to reckon. This is what can be said with the 10th lord's placement in the third house. Beyond any doubt, for those people who are like in sales, media, marketing, working as an influencer, freelance, a coach, trainer, motivational speaker could be one such kind of placement. Now guys, if your 10th lord is going to be placed in the 4th house, so guys, in the D10 chart, 10th lord has gone to the 4th house. The good part is that it is going to be giving its aspect back to the 10th house. That is the first saving grace. Second thing is that 4th house is also connected with the, it is connected with the public. It is also very important house of the, like of the politics as well. Anything to do with the public service, anything to do with the working from home is generally seen from over here. But again guys, the good thing is that these are going to be those people who are like, you know, they can be very patriotic as well. They could be very dedicated, devoted to the family as well. And generally these are those people who do not have to do much compromise in their professional life. Somehow life put them in a place or situation where whatever they are doing, you will not find these people to be complaining or whining that, you know, someone who got struck in a wrong field or in a wrong place. So you will not find these kind of misaligned energy of the professional choices. So, and the good thing is that, like the way I mentioned, you can be a very successful politician, you could be in the public service, and whatever you will be doing, in no matter in which your actions, your karmas, no matter wherever they will take you, but somehow you will be still in control, in command of your profession. Your profession will not get affected because of your engagement in any other thing. Now guys, if your 10th lord is going to be placed in the 5th house in the D10 chart, so guys, this is kind of a sensitive alignment because it could be good for the independent consultant and all, but generally it has been seen that this is one such kind of placement which hold this capacity to bring very forceful and sudden changes in the life. See, we say this thing that any of the combination or conjunction of the angular houses with the trine houses is considered as a good Raj Yoga. So I'm not denying that. The only concern over here is that there is going to be a lot of the forceful changes which might come in the professional life. Some sort of unpredictability can be attached with this kind of placement. But guys, the good part is that native is going to be making use of his intelligence a lot in his line of work. Like generally we say that people who are like people who end up in those kind of position and authority where they are the brains behind any field, like people who work as the policy maker, people who work as the chief strategist, people who become the ambassador, diplomats and all, strategists and all. So this could be a good placement for that. Along with that guys, now let's say for example, if in the D10 chart you will find your 10th lord to be placed in the 6th house. Now guys, it is generally considered as a good placement because in a way there is a combination of the Upachya Bhava. Second thing is that the 10th lord has gone 9 places ahead of it. So generally it has been seen people who become successful lawyers, doctors, and people who have this capacity to inspire and uplift people and all. So this is what we can say, like, you know, these are those people who in their professional life, or it's an encapsulated account of their karma, their actions do not get like misaligned. Like these are among those people who fight for the justice or make their way towards where they have to be in their life. So like you will not find someone like, if in your destiny it is there to become an actor, so the initial few failures will not let you down. You will keep on pushing yourself, and eventually if your overall D10 chart is supportive, 1st house, 5th house, other attributes and elements of it, then beyond any doubt you will reach that place, no matter how much you have to like like face the opposition, resistance. But with your never say die kind of approach, mindset and all, you will still end up reaching there. And beyond any doubt, for all the doctors, all the lawyers, or all the arbitrators and all, this is a very good placement. Now guys, when you will find that your 10th lord in the D10 chart is placed in the 7th house. So guys, this is considered as one of the very good yoga because first of all, it's like one of the yoga, we call it in the Vedic astrology as the attainment of the highest position, Uch Pad Raj Yoga. And the thing is with the 7th house is that it is like if you will do the Bhavat Bhavam from the 10th house, you will reach here. It is 10 places from the 10th house. It is 4 places from the 4th house. This could be a case that, like in certain cases, if you are a Leo Lagna, so 10th lord becomes the Venus. Now if Venus is placed over here, so this could be a case that after marriage only, suddenly your fortune in your professional life will shine because of this kind of alignment. And generally it has been seen that people who end up reaching the top position, they get to do things which they very strongly believe in, or we say that attainment of their desires or their wishes in terms of their career, in terms of their career choices generally happen. Things generally manifest very strongly in the professional life if you have got this kind of alignment. Now guys, if your 10th lord is placed in the 8th house. So now guys, just because the 10th lord has gone 11 places ahead of it, so you will gain a lot in your career, but it will only happen in the most and least expected times, when you would have given away all the hopes, and then suddenly something will happen, suddenly things will trigger, and you will get that big promotion which you were eyeing for. Now guys, 8th house has got a lot to do with the concentration, research, and how, like, you know, you have to be something different. People who operate from the 8th house, they are altogether different breed. You know, their thought process, their approach and mindset of looking at things is entirely different. So are you a good problem solver? Do you have this capacity to take and handle any of the criticism, any of the blames which comes to you. So this is how life works for you, because 8th house, what do we say? Someone dies and you get the money. So 8th house only comes, like, you know, all those kind of people, like today we all are like, anyone who is spiritual, I'm very much sure that person would have at some stage of his life would have either heard about Osho, read about Osho, but at the time when Osho was alive, he was also very strong 8th house person. He was criticized. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, that 8th house has got all the wisdom, all the knowledge, all the wealth, but it comes only when you are ready enough to handle any of the baggage or criticism, opposition which comes. And generally, again, it's a house of secrets and mystery. So you have to be pinpointedly focused with this kind of alignment, then only things will work for you. Then only the door universe will open for you from other side. So you need to have that conviction while approaching the 8th house. But again guys, generally people who, because the kind of fame and the kind of wealth which comes from the 8th house, it cannot be compared with any other house. So that means big wealth is possible, but might involve some sort of controversy, scandal, backlashes, which in the life, in the professional life, native has to face. And I guess that is the only reason. With this kind of alignment, you could become a healer, you could become a therapist, you could be a scientist and something. So this placement promotes that. If your 10th lord in the D10 chart is going to be placed in the 9th house. So now guys, it has, in a way, again, it's kind of a good yoga of the combination of the like angular houses and the trine houses, but the only concern is that it has gone 12 places ahead of it. So that simply means that with this kind of placement in the older times, people who used to join their family business and all, this could be a good combination. This can also take you away from your, like, the place where you started your career and where you eventually ended up. Like the way, for example, I started from Bharati Vidya Bhavan in Delhi, and where, see, I'm now in Canada and all. So generally it has this kind of potential as well. So, but again guys, I have generally seen the line of work involves a lot of like people who are consistently studying. Like with this kind of placement, you can never be out of the your training and all. So consistently updating your knowledge base, your like course certification will become very important. Guides and mentors will play a very important role in your professional life. And along with that, this placement also supports joining any of the family business or joining your father and all. Now guys, if your 10th lord in the D10 chart is placed in the 10th house in itself, guys, it's a good placement. Like generally we say this thing that with this kind of placement, now the results will come in a purest way based on the temperament of that planet. So for example, in the D10 chart, you have Sun being placed in Leo over there only. So it's a good placement, like all the solar qualities of power, recognition, fame, originality will come to you. If it is the planet Jupiter, so it's like teaching, counseling, wisdom, expansion, theology, publishing, book writing, all of that will come to you. If Saturn, you might be a construction giant. If it is Mars, you might be in the top position in the army, in the military and all. So this generally supports that. So success, fame, recognition generally comes, it's a assured sign, and in which nature, in which capacity it will come, for that do a scrutinization of the temperament, energy, maturity age, everything about that planet. Nothing could be better than that. If let's say for example, at the age of 32, 33 only, you started the dasha of the planet Saturn. Now Saturn in your main ascendant chart, like Saturn is like you are a Taurus Lagna, you are a Libra Lagna, Saturn is very well placed, and in the D10 chart, you have Saturn being exalted or in the Mool Trikona sign in the 10th house of the D10 chart, then it's a assured sign that Saturn will get activated even in the D10 chart in its dasha and will give you result. And nothing could be better than that. If you're already working in the fields of construction, real estate, you are a politician, you are a social worker, so you can expect growth with leaps and bounds. Now guys, if you will find that your 10th lord is going to be placed in the 11th house in the D10 chart. So guys, it is generally considered as a good placement. We generally say in the older books, it was written that attainment of position, people who are in that position and capacity to give employment to other people, and that can only happen if you are running a big business. See, again guys, look at it in this way, that somehow planets have got a key, universe has got a key. I always say this thing, that to an extent we humans are also helpless. Those people who have grown with leaps and bounds, this can only happen because life on the other side is also supporting them. This could be a promise with which they are born, or this might be the power of the planets, or they know the right tricks or way to manifest things. So these are those breed of planets, those breed of people, I mean to say. If your 10th lord is placed in the 11th house, somehow we say that universe conspire to support you in your professional aspiration, your professional wishes and all. Again guys, see, don't be with this mindset that in the older books, 11th house wish fulfillment, that means my wish will get fulfilled. Look at it in this way, that whatever your professional aspiration is going to be, friend circle, community, society, life will give you right set of opportunities. And yes guys, attainment of position and rise in the professional life, having that capacity to touch the lives of many, give employment to many is possible. Now guys, if your 10th lord in the D10 chart is placed in the 12th house, so guys, that is generally considered as a good placement. This could indicate that you might be able to find success, or whatever you are doing in your life, it might get more recognition or get more attention in the foreign lands. People who work in the multinational companies, even like, you could be working as a doctor, you could be working as a healer. Again guys, if 10th lord has gone to the 12th house is a very hidden house. It has got a lot of the secrets, and because the 10th lord has gone 3 places ahead of it, so all those kind of very heroic kind of fearless kind of activities, this could be working as a spy, any of the espionage and all. So again, for that, a lot is dependent on that which planet becoming your 10th lord has gone to the 12th house, because that will tell about that based on the innate nature of that planet, you might be using those similar kind of qualities and traits in an unknown kind of environment, or this could be in the foreign land as well, but it is generally considered as a good placement. Now guys, after that we will briefly look at certain reference chart which I just wanted to show it to you in order to see how to judge or assess the D10 chart, whatever we have discussed today in this video. So if you will take up the chart of the Dwayne Johnson, so in the case of the Dwayne Johnson, beyond any doubt, he started his career first being with a wrestling player and athlete and all. So in the main ascendant chart, beyond any doubt, Mars has to be there in the 10th house. He has all the time talked about his discipline. Even like there have been those kind of reels where I saw that like how much of the luggage with which Dwayne Johnson travels, some of his gymming equipment he takes with him even when he is traveling to different location. So Virgo quality we can see over there. Now guys, the minute you will open up the D10 chart, the very first thing is that what is the sign rising over there? So Capricorn rising in itself is a very supportive sign, and Capricorn, the first lord in the D10 chart, has gone to the 5th house. It is conjunct with Ketu as well. We are seeing perfection over here, and we are seeing the entertainment world over here as well. Now guys, in the 10th house, as you can see, that sun is debilitated over there. Now again guys, see, the thing is like in certain houses the planet in itself gets the strength. The mere placement of the sun in the 10th house can be considered as a good sign, but again when we talk about it's like, if God forbid, if any day comes, if he will get involved with any of the controversy with the politicians and all, with the people connected with the government and all, that might not work very strongly in his case. So much better if we'll stay away from Donald Trump and all those kind of big politicians. Like when we talk about people like Elon Musk, there must be something in his chart that he was successful in whatever he was touching. There have been those rumors where people are calling him the unofficial president of US. So I mean to say, but not every chart supports that. Now guys, in the chart of the Dwayne Johnson, the 10th lord D10 chart, the 10th lord has gone to the 6th house. So again guys, in the 6th house it is conjunct with planets which are good for this rising sign. So Mercury and Venus are good. Like Mercury is the 9th lord, and this whole combination being formed in the 6th house, like the way I mentioned this thing, people who tend to have very fighting spirit, or people who are able to inspire the world because of their actions. Now, when we take up the case of the Tiger Woods, in the Tiger Woods case, guys, if you will look at his D10 chart, in the D10 chart, you will see the 10th house carrying the energy of the Aquarius. Saturn is a lord of that, and Saturn has gone to the first house. It is conjunct with the planet Sun over there. So yes, there is going to be recognition, but at the same time, life will be filled with your actions, and your public life will be filled with scandal and controversy. The next is the chart of the Meghan Markle. So in her case, if you will look at the, see, even in the D1 chart, if you will see, in the 7th house, there is Ketu over there, and the 7th lord becomes the planet Saturn, and is conjunct with Moon, and it is conjunct with Jupiter over there. So Moon is the first lord in the D1 chart. So again, guys, whenever you have this kind of placement and all, because in her case, Saturn is not only her 7th lord, it is the 8th lord as well. So she will have to face kind of pressure from the in-laws family. So you can see over there that for finding acceptance in the in-laws family will always be a matter of concern. Now guys, the minute you will open up the D10 chart, in the D10 chart, the 10th lord becomes the planet Jupiter, and it has gone to the 7th house. So that in itself tells about that one of the biggest accomplishment and achievement of your life actually started. She was doing very good in her career as well, in her Hollywood career as well, but somehow marriage and the partner actually gave her what a normal person cannot even dream about. Now guys, when we take up the case of the Elon Musk, now guys, Elon Musk, his birth chart has been debated all over there in the social media, but the portal from where I got the chart, I got the details, they have like marked it as the excellent, and because in his case, Rahu and Mars like has to be operating and working in the 8th house domain. People like Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, Elon Musk, unless and until your 8th house is not strong, you might not be able to get where you are. And guys, if you will look at his D10 chart, the 10th lord becomes the Mercury, and it has again gone to the first house. So you would be seeing this pattern that people who are very recognized in their line of work, somehow you will find that sort of, in the D10 chart, first lord and 10th lord somehow making some sort of connection, or 10th lord being sitting there in the first house. And in the main ascendant chart, yeah, Gemini somehow makes sense now. Sun is there in the first house, so being supported now, the way Donald Trump is supporting him, and the kind of childlike temperament and the body language he sometimes flaunt, that is a typical Gemini kind of quality. So in a way now Gemini is making sense. And guys, in the case of the Oprah Winfrey's case, even looking at the ascendant chart, people more than being a very good like talk show host and all, it's like the kind of subjects she used to touch through her initiative, through her art form. So if you will open up the D10 chart in the first house, you will see the Kumbha Rashi being rising over there. That generally gives this information that yes, she is actually going to be a true philanthropic and a humanitarian person. This is how her actions in the society will reverberate, will rise and shine. And guys, if you will see the 10th house, the 10th lord becomes the planet Mars, and again it has gone to the 6th house, 9 places ahead of it. So putting all of her energy in order to inspire, educate, and put light regarding all those things which are going wrong in the society. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. धन्यवाद.